Hey everyone, I'm Mitch Durfee, and today I want to talk to you about building a dream list. Now this is step 3 in the 8 steps to mastering your day. Now you're probably asking yourself, what's a dream list and why do you need it? Well, the top motivational people in the entire world are using dream lists every single day, whether you know it or not. It's called the power of visualization. Now what that means is when you can start to picture something in front of you, it makes it a lot easier to see that it's real and that it's possible. And the reason I'm so excited to talk to you guys about this today is because I was using this when I was in Iraq. When I was 19, I already knew what I was going to be doing when I got out of Iraq, and that was getting into real estate. So every single day when I was over there, I would ask my dad to mail me real estate catalogs. And what that did for me was it started to shape my focus from being overseas and put it into real estate. So I would cut out all these pictures of all these homes, and this is before I even knew about the power of visualization and the power of building a dream list. I would cut out all these pictures of homes, and I would start making a list of all these things that I would do to these homes, whether it was fixing the windows, fixing the doors, fixing the carpets, the paint on the walls, or just getting more professional photos. And now I took those skills and I put those into my real estate profession now that I do now. So now I've been investing in real estate for the last 4 years, and because I was doing this when I was 19, 10 years later, it's helped me be able to purchase over $2.5 million worth of real estate, and I'm getting ready to put an offer in on the 20th for another property. So here's the deal. I want to talk to you about what exactly a dream list is and why and how I use it. Now, before I shot this video, I actually started to write down all the things because, again, I wanted to make sure that I was on the same page and in the same mindset as you guys will be when you're watching this video and filling out your dream sheet. Now, it's really simple. When you do your dream sheet, what you really want to do is you want to be specific. It's just like setting a goal. It's got to be specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time sensitive. So when you're writing out your dream list, I encourage you to do this every single day. So the first thing you do is you got to picture yourself 2 years from now. Just picture what your life looks like 2 years from now. And if you're doing that, I'm sure you probably have a smile on your face because it's much better because we always focus on having a positive mental attitude. Now, of course, there's material things in your life and there's physical things and there's family and spiritual. But let's focus on the things that are right in front of you at 2 years from now. What kind of car are you driving? What kind of house do you live in? Where do you go on vacation? Who's around you? Now, these are the questions that you're going to want to ask yourself when you're building out your dream list. So for me, I have my heart set on a brand new white Tesla. So when I'm filling out my sheet, I'm writing down these things, and I do this first thing in the morning, right after I get hydrated, and I do my exercise. The other 2 steps we talked about before. So the next thing I want fast internet. In my business, digital media is something that I'm really focused on. So having an internet service provider that's not fast is something that literally drives me insane. And it's almost like going back to Afghanistan when I was trading stocks overseas and I tried to put a stock order in and I just couldn't get service and it cost me tons and tons of money. I feel like that happens to me all the time and it's extremely frustrating for me. So super fast internet, the white Tesla, and I want my dream house, right? I want the 2-car garage where I can drive around the driveway and I can pull right into the garage. And when I get inside my doors, I look up the stair set, I climb up the stairs, I go to my back balcony, and I'm looking down at my pool. Now, I wrote this out every single day when I fill out my dream sheet. Now, the reason I can visualize it so focused and put it right there in front of me, it makes it so much easier to realize that in a couple years, I'm going to have this. And it's because I'm literally sitting down and I'm writing this dream list out every single day. So I hope you understand what a dream list is. But now the reason I want to talk to you about when did I start using this, I want to go back to when I was in Iraq. I'm sure you can probably imagine being in Iraq when you're 19 years old isn't the most enjoyable experience. Now, for me, it wasn't easy for me. I was 19 years old and, I wanted to be there, but at the same time, there's always that loneliness that comes with that. I felt like I was stuck there and every single day I was counting the clock to be able to focus on what I really wanted to do. And again, when I went into the Army, I wanted to work with SF. That was something I was really passionate about. And I put that on my board in my locker. Again, going back to these visualizations, when you focus on it and you put it in front of you, it's possible. So when I was in Iraq, I got the opportunity to work with Special Forces for 30 days before we actually switched to a different base. Now that was my dream. I reached it, but I didn't get to fulfill it and stay there. And sometimes that happens. You'll hit your target and then the next goal will shift. So don't get too worried about that. But again, being back in Iraq, it was funny. At 19 years old, no one ever talked to me about having a visualization board or having a dream list or having any of these things. It's very intuitive. I'm sure you can imagine at some point in your life, there was something that you really, really, really wanted. And when you got that feeling that you had when you achieved it was incredible. And what happens is when you start to actually think about it, it becomes true. And that's called the law of attraction. Again, this is something that is ingrained in us without even knowing about it. It's there. It's built into you. You have this power already. You just have to focus on it and tap into it. And that's why I created this dream list for you guys, because I want to make sure you guys have the tools to do this and tap into it. There's something that's hanging there in front of you. Or if you don't know what it is, the dream list will pull it out of you. If you wake up every single day and you get hydrated and you do your exercise and you go down and you start filling out this dream list, you're going to lead into the next step, which is your must-do list. So after you start filling this dream list out, and you're going to get to a point where it's going to be, okay, hold on, let me stop here, and you start filling out your must-do list, and it's because you're going to get that energy, and you're going to feel so focused, and that visualization and that law of attraction is so powerful that it's pulling you towards your goals and your dreams. And that's why I'm so excited, again, to share this with you guys. All right, so who uses dream lists? Again, I touched on it earlier. The most highest achievers in the world. Let's talk about professional sports. Let's talk about athletes. Let's talk about, the billionaires of the world, the millionaires of the world, and the people, and the philanthropists of the world. Every single one of these people have, at some point in their life, visualized them being up on that stage. And they had the courage to tell the world that they were going to do that. And they also had the courage to tell everyone that it was possible. And they didn't listen to anyone when they were telling them that it wasn't possible. Oprah got fired from TV station before she had her own show. Tony Robbins, was a janitor before he ended up getting up on stage and speaking to millions. And before I wrote my national #1 best-selling book, I failed my junior year of English. It's something that there's always a challenge before you hit the gold. So again, wherever you are in your life, stay focused, stay true, and let's get there. All you have to do is fill out your dream list every single day. All right. So when do you do your dream list? As often as you possibly can imagine. I like to do mine first thing in the morning. And the reason I do that is because it sets my intention for the day. So if you wake up in the morning, before you do anything else, again, get hydrated, do your exercises. But before you start checking your emails, checking into Facebook, posting a selfie, or liking your friend's picture of their dog, make sure you do your dream list, because you don't want to get distracted from your goals. What's your passion? What you want in life is not to be sitting on Facebook and liking your friends' posts in their dream car and their dream house and their pool when they're on vacation. You want that life. So all you have to do is just put it in front of you and it's yours. So if you ever feel stuck, right? Sometimes you get stuck. If you feel like, there's a moment in your life when there's something that you want more than anything, but you're not sure what it is, and it may be a little cloudy, well then just fill out your dream list. If you slowly start checking off the list, because again, your mind gets distracted by a lot of different things. But over time, you can kind of rope it back in just by filling out your dream list by saying, okay, I have my high-speed internet, I got my nice house, I got my white Tesla, I got the pool in the backyard, and my friends are coming over for dinner tonight. When you get engraved in that, then you can start working backwards from whatever it is that you want and get there overnight. Why do you have to do your dream list daily? Look, everyone knows that your muscles, they don't grow unless you have repetition daily, right? We talked about Nate and exercise yesterday, and Nate went into details about how he works out every single day because it's so hard for him to get back into the gym. So you can probably imagine if it's hard to get into the gym, it's even harder to achieve your goals. It's just simple mechanics. Look, if you're going to do push-ups, you're going to get better at push-ups the more you do it. And if you want to achieve your goals, you're going to get better and closer to your goals the more frequently you look at them, the more frequently you write them out, the more frequently you visualize them. So whether that's a dream board or your dream list, it doesn't really matter as long as you're writing them down and you're focusing on them. The reason I use a dream list over a dream board is because what happens is you see a lot of people, and just like working out, right? I'm going to lose 10 pounds this year. Well, January 1st comes around and they didn't hit their goal. So what do? Hey, I'm going to lose 10 pounds this year. And they go to the gym for a couple weeks and they work out and they never really reach it. Well, it's because they put all that massive energy right up front, which a lot of people do, right? It's easy to be excited about it in the beginning, but being committed to it and doing it daily and consistently is when you get the results. Just like in the gym, if you go to the gym 7 days a week, you're going to get better results than if you just work out really, really, really hard for one day and wait another year. It's just you're not going to get the results. So that's why you have to do this often. At least once a day. If you really want to get focused on your goals, do it 3 times a day. Hit it at lunch, hit it at dinner, hit it before you go to bed, just like reading your goals. If you read your goals first thing in the morning and you read them before you go to bed, your mind is slowly going to start putting these pieces together for you when you're sleeping. It's your subconscious. It just happens. It's incredible. I'm telling you, believe it. The last thing that I want to hit on is this activity that I do with myself, and I want to do it for you guys right now. I'm hoping you guys can come on a journey with me. This is something I was really excited about sharing with you guys because I think that wherever you are right now, if you do this with me, you're going to find that in 3 minutes, you're going to try to figure out exactly what your goal is. I have this PDF that I built for you guys that'll walk you through a lot of these steps. But I also have, these 3 check sheets right here that are also going to help you when it comes to doing your dream list. So on this journey that I'm going to take you on, all I really need you guys to do is to get out a piece of paper and just kind of sit there and listen, and don't be distracted by anything else that's going on around you. Just write down, what do you have in your life? What are you wearing? Where are you? Are you in the same state that you're in right now? Do you live in a different state? Maybe you're in Florida. Maybe you're in Arizona. Maybe you're still in Vermont, North Carolina. Just write that state down. Let's slowly picture and let's put this life together with you. What kind of car are you driving? Is it a white car? Is it a red car? Picture yourself in that car right now. Are you wearing a suit? Are you wearing a dress? Are the windows down? Write it out. Just start writing out your dream life. When you reach into your pocket, how much money's there? How much money do you have in your bank account? How much money do you donate to charity? I'm sure you can feel all these feelings that are coming through you right now. Embrace them. Visualize yourself in this life. This is the dream list. This is for you. Picture yourself going to the airport. Who's with you? Are you taking your friends? Picture yourself dragging the luggage out of the back of your brand new car and carrying it up to the counter. They give you your tickets. Open the tickets up. What's on those tickets? You go down, you go through the TSA security. You get on the plane. You get off the plane to your brand new destination. Where are you right now? Write it down. That's where you go with your friends and your family. You take them there with you. What's going on in your professional life back home? How many days of vacation do you have? Are you retired? Do you have to work anymore? What'd you do for work? How did you get to be able to live the life that you're living right now? To be able to travel with your friends? To be able to go wherever you want to go? To have that freedom in your life? All this is possible by just filling out your dream list right now. Anything you can imagine, put it on the paper. Is it a sunny day? Is it a rainy day? Are you in front of a waterfall? Just keep going with it. And when you do this, just take 10 to 15 minutes in the morning, every single day, and just go through the same experience. Start to picture your life and what it can possibly be. And that's why it's so important for you to build this dream list right now and look at it every day. Not just look at it, but fill it out. Fill out your dream list because goals change. Thank you so much for coming along on this journey with me on how to create your dream list. I'm excited to see the results. Please share them in the comments below when you finally hit that breakthrough. There's so many tasks that you're going to be bombarded with every single day, and it's important to focus on the things that are going to move that financial needle for you, that professional needle for you, and everything else in your life, and that's your must-do list. But we'll cover more of that tomorrow. So thanks again. For more information, check out mitchdurfee.com. And again, make sure you like, comment, and share this video, and tell me what you put on your dream list.